See it. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday. Pay it forward Friday, we're seizing the day. Digital finance, harmony of love, serving food to what those two rising as the beat and it Eastern on P2GTV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
Ow.
All right.
Happy Friday, y'all. Happy
Yes,
Friday.
yes. Oh, man.
All right. Grand Rising and breakfast. Why am I tongue tied? Grand Rising and welcome to Breakfast with the Thomases. What's going on with my tongue today? Oh my God.
All right.
So I'm one of your hosts, Miss Ruby, or Miss Thomas, and I'm here.
Hey, this is Alvin Thomas, the Gold Banker, coming to you live 1 gram at a time, and I am so excited about today's show. And wow, the numbers are live and direct today. That's all I'm going to say. The numbers are live and direct, so come on, get into this conversation. We are so ready to be here with you.
Yeah, see, one of the things I want to come in and be like, yo, we got a whole new conversation. Finally, someone is actually speaking the language I've been trying to instill in people. It's not about the game. It's about how you play it. And when folks see us talking about things like gold and silver and savings, I get a lot of folks like, how can you spend it? How can you spend it? I'm like, you don't, fool. Everybody's so used to buying and selling. You know what the problem is? You're sold. You're all oversold. You don't understand the fiat game, the money game. This gentleman says exactly what I needed him to say, and without me even knowing him, because I've been asking you, what are you going to turn those so-called assets in for? If you know the dollar game is becoming shredded by the value that you're getting for gold and silver, why are you holding out for dollars then?
Well, one of the things you guys, there is a gap between the wealthy consumers. So what we do is try to fill in the gap. We work with the people who are willing to wanting to know how to fill in that gap so they can transition that conversation.
Right.
It's not so much that people don't want to do it. They've never, that's not a language that they've ever spoke. It is buy this on sale, use it here, go back, repeat, and do it all over again.
Right. Exactly. Guys, we need to come together. This is a conversation. Welcome to Breakfast with the Thomases. If it's your first time being on, we welcome you to the community conversation for wealthy people, for generational wealth, for building, for new mindsets, bringing us into a new day. And what I love is that we've been telling you before, you've been seeing it on these streams and in the news streams. We've been coming to you, and this is the sad part, because most people are afraid to listen to folks in their own community that may seem a little different from them. I don't mean different, weird, like quirky, scary. I'm talking about like information, folks who have different ideals. Most of the people don't realize the conspiracy theorists were right in most cases.
Yes.
The ones that poor communities call conspiracy theorists, they're really just the ones who did their homework. And you're just still on the treadmill and you can't see it. Guys, let's take it into simpler terms. You're still in the matrix, and the folks that are out really can't convince you. You have to be on your way out of the matrix in order to get out of the matrix. Y'all figured that out? Neo was seeking. How many of y'all are actually actively seeking your way out of the matrix to where you will get the right information?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Too many of y'all have been getting little peeks in, right? But what happens? Old mindset come in. Why do you guys think I wear red glasses? Y'all ever wonder why Miss Ruby got red glasses all the time?
She got the pill.
I decided the blue pill wasn't good enough anymore, so I don't use it.
Yesterday I was out and I was having a conversation with one of my neighbors, and we were talking about, and we were talking about parking, but understand his idea of parking was, I don't know why they keep coming to get us to get. I said, it's a money game. It's a money grab. But yeah,
We're in that money matrix.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're in the money matrix. And he's like, what do you mean the money matrix? I said, every time they put $65 on your car, that's somebody's money. That's the city's money that comes out of your pocket that you willingly pay.
Wait.
What do you want to do about that?
Hold on a second. How about that? How about, I love that you said that. People don't understand that the money matrix works like this. You get a car, you sign it in over to the state, and you make all of the arrangements to say everything, every rule you make, I will follow with penalty of law. I'll follow it according to whatever. On my car, okay, that I pay for taxes. See, there's a whole bunch of things you done signed up for voluntarily.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
And why they coming for? Because it's their job. Because that's the next part of the contract you didn't pay attention to. You agreed to be exposed to possible search, seizure, and
I like how you said that, right? Search, seizure,
and fines.
and fines.
Yes, you signed up for fines. But then when people tell you stuff like not everybody has that problem, and I live in a city where diplomats come often. I kid you not. I've been wondering why their car could do that and all of that and stay there and nobody, no problem, because they have diplomatic immunity. You got to know where you're at, guys. You got to know where you're at. Oh, little small town, Louisiana, small town, Idaho, you don't got that problem? No, boo-boo, you too. All my New Jerseyans, y'all ain't got that problem because you're not New York. Get over yourself.
It's just different out there. That's all.
Part of the 50. Your state got it too. It's a game they all play, and then guess how they make revenue. Get over it. I'm starting to rhyme today. That's what's up. Anyway, this is what we're going to do. Today, we had a bit of a, Mr. Thomas put up a little bit of a different subject matter. But you know what? I know it's AI. We all know it's AI. But the message is still clear. I always tell everybody, don't believe me. I'm not here to become your new Jesus. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm not here to become your Messiah. We're here to share information you might not have gotten at all, especially before time. So let's take this time. I know for those who are listening on the fly, y'all might not be in a place where you could sit. I want you to just listen up, get this information, and forget that it's AI, because I'm telling everybody right now, don't let the fact that way the message gets to you stop you from getting the message, because it's going to get you out the matrix. Peace and love. You are here for a reason. See you in a second. Got to get him up here. Got to get them dudes up here. Get him back on stage and let's get him turned up.
Might be the wrong question. Because if you're asking that question right now, hello everyone, John A.G. here. And I'm going to say something that will make some people uncomfortable. If the monetary system is cracking the way it looks like it is, then the question, when do I sell my gold and silver, might be the wrong question. Because if you're asking that question right now, you might be standing on the deck of a ship that's already taking on water, and you're negotiating the price of the lifeboat. Now, before we go any further, a quick honest favor. My YouTube analytics show most people watching aren't subscribed. So if you get value from this, hit subscribe and drop "Our John AG" in the comments so I know you're with me. All right, let's jump in, because overnight we saw gold push up toward the high 4,800s again, and silver flirt with the mid to high 90s. And I know exactly what that does to the mind. It triggers that voice that says, this is the top. I should take profits. I should lock it in. I don't want to round trip this move. And look, that voice isn't crazy. It's trained. It's trained by decades of fiat thinking, decades of charts priced in a currency that's losing purchasing power, decades of sell the rip advice from people who act like the system is permanent. But here's the cliffhanger I want you to hold on to. What if the thing you're measuring your metals against is the thing that's failing? What if the goal isn't to cash out into paper, but to carry real money into the next chapter and then swap it for assets when the ratios make sense? That's what we're going to unpack today, step by step. We're going to talk about what an elite macro investor recently said that basically admits the quiet part out loud. We're going to connect that to what bond markets are screaming right now. And then we're going to answer the real question. If you don't sell into fiat, then what exactly is the exit? And how do you know when it's time? And yes, I'm going to give you a practical framework. Simple, memorable, and usable. So you're not relying on vibes or panic. One more quick thing before the meat of the video. Check the description. I've left bonus links there for you, including access to our premium WhatsApp channel and an option to join channel membership if you want to go deeper and support the work. Now, the mainstream financial world has a habit of hiding reality behind fancy words. They don't say the system is wobbling. They say liquidity event. They don't say the debt can't be paid back. They say fiscal adjustment. They don't say people are losing faith in paper promises. They say risk-off rotation. But every once in a while, someone high up slips and tells the truth in plain language. And that's what happened this week. A billionaire hedge fund figure, one of the most famous in the world, sat down at a big global gathering and basically said, the monetary order is breaking down. Not a little bit, not a temporary issue. The order, the framework, the belief system. And when someone like that says it, you should lean forward, because that's not entertainment. That's a signal. Now, I'm not asking you to worship any personality. I don't care who said it. I care what it implies. And what it implies is that central banks are changing behavior, capital is moving differently, and the old assumptions about safe assets are being questioned by the very people who used to sell them to you. Here's the important part, and I want you to hear this clearly. When fiat currency is created, it is created as a liability. It's born from debt. There is always a matching IOU somewhere in the system. Gold doesn't have that shadow. Silver doesn't have that shadow. There's no matching promise that can default. There's no counterparty that can go bankrupt and take your money with it. That's why, when the system gets stressed, people don't run to more promises. They run to what exists. And it's not just retail people doing that. It's the institutions. It's the central banks. It's the big money that has access to better data, better advisors, and better timing than you and me. So, if that's happening, then let me ask you a question you probably haven't asked yourself yet. Why would you sell your lifeboat while the ship is still listing? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Okay, John, but everything has a price. Surely there's a number where you sell. And this is where the answer becomes unexpected for people who are still mentally anchored to dollars and pounds and euros. My answer is, I'm not planning to sell gold and silver for more paper. I'm planning to exchange gold and silver for real assets when the ratio becomes ridiculous in my favor. That's not semantics, that's strategy. Because selling for fiat assumes fiat is the destination. And if the monetary order is breaking down, fiat is not the destination. Fiat is the bridge, maybe, or the trap, more likely. So picture this. You don't measure your wealth in how many dollars do I have. You measure it in how much real stuff can I claim without begging a bank for permission. Land, a business, productive equipment, inventory, a rental property, a farm, energy infrastructure, skills, even a simple stable home with no debt. And the way you move from metals into those assets isn't by watching a price ticker and trying to nail the top. It's by watching ratios and behavior. Let me give you the simplest analogy that will stick. We are on a monetary Titanic. Most people are dancing in the ballroom because the music is still playing. They're gambling in the casino because the lights are still on. They're watching the stock market because the scoreboard still updates. But you and I can feel the vibration under the floor. We can see the water creeping in through the seams. We can see the crew looking nervous. Gold and silver are the lifeboats. Gold is the bigger lifeboat. Fewer people can afford it, it's more compact, and it's easier to carry large value in a small space. Silver is the more crowded lifeboat. It's heavier, it takes up more room, but it's accessible to more people. And it has that everyday money history that matters if the world gets weird. Now, here's the point. If you knew the ship was going down, you would not throw the lifeboat overboard because someone offered you casino chips for it. So when do you sell? You sell when the lifeboat can buy you something better than safety. You exchange it when it gives you control, stability, and long-term productivity. And that leads to the practical framework I promised. I use 3 filters. Filter number 1, the system signal. If bond markets are breaking, currencies are being devalued, and central banks are hoarding gold, the system signal is flashing red. That's not a time to reduce your insurance. That's a time to be cautious about what you call profits. Because the biggest mistake people make in a monetary transition is selling real money too early and buying paper claims right before paper claims get repriced. Filter number 2, the ratio signal. Instead of asking, is gold high? Ask, what does gold buy?
Thank you.
How many ounces of gold buys a house in your area? How many ounces of silver buys a reliable vehicle? How many ounces of gold buys a diversified income-producing asset? If those ratios swing to historical extremes, meaning real assets become cheap in gold terms, that's when you start exchanging. And the crazy part is, most people will do the opposite. They'll buy houses when houses are expensive in gold terms because the dollar price feels normal. You won't. If you're listening to this, you won't. Filter number 3, the personal signal. This is the part nobody talks about because it's not glamorous. Your life matters. If you need liquidity for an emergency, if you're protecting your family, if you have a business opportunity that produces cash flow, then yes, you may exchange a portion. The goal is not to die holding perfect coins while missing a chance to improve your real life.
Right.
The goal is to survive and thrive. Now, let's connect this to what we're seeing in markets because this is not theory. Bond markets are supposed to be the quiet corner of finance. They're supposed to be boring. They're supposed to be stable. And when bonds start moving like meme stocks, that is a warning flare. We saw long-term government bonds in a major economy get hammered recently and then bounce a bit. Some people will call that stabilization. I call it what traders call it, a bounce in a falling market, a temporary breath before the next wave, because the math is brutal. When debt loads are gigantic and rates rise, the cost to service that debt becomes politically and economically impossible.
Right.
So what do policymakers do? They do what they always do. They either cap rates, print money, or change the rules. And all three are bullish for hard assets over time, even if the ride is volatile. Now add inflation, real inflation, not the politely measured version. We just saw consumer price numbers in the UK tick higher again. And even if you accept the official number, the point is simple. Your cash in the bank is bleeding purchasing power. And most deposit rates don't truly compensate you after taxes and real-world costs.
Right.
This is the quiet tax. It's the tax nobody votes on. It's the tax that hits savers and rewards debtors. And once you see that clearly, you stop thinking of gold and silver as investments. You start thinking of them as stored time, stored work, stored purchasing power you can redeem later when the world is offering you bargains.
That's right.
Now, I want to address something else that matters for retention here, because some of you might be thinking, okay, but what about trading? What about futures? What about options? What about timing tops?
Yep.
Listen, there's a place for speculation, but in a monetary reset environment, speculation is where people get shaken out. The paper market can move violently. Prices can dip, headlines can scare you, commentators can mock you. That's the point. They want you to sell the lifeboat because a chart went red for 2 weeks. If you're building true protection, you separate your stack into two mental buckets. Bucket 1, core protection. This is what you do not touch unless you are exchanging for a major life upgrade or a generational asset. Bucket 2, tactical. This is where, if you're skilled, you can take profits, rebalance, or trade around moves. But you never, ever risk your core protection for a tactical win. Now, here's where the big macro investors comment becomes even more important. When someone at that level says central banks are not holding fiat and debt the same way, you should ask, what are they holding instead? And the answer, based on years of data, is gold. Not because gold is trendy, not because it's a meme, because gold is the asset with no counterparty risk that has been used as settlement across empires, wars, and collapses. And if central banks are doing it, you should at least respect the direction of the flow. Now let's talk about the psychological trap, because this is where most people lose. Gold goes up and they feel smart. Gold goes down and they feel stupid. That emotional roller coaster is a fiat mindset. In a real money mindset, you measure your position by ounces, not by paper price, because the paper price is the opinion of a stressed system. The ounces are the reality in your hand.
Right.
So when you ask me, John, when are you selling? I'll say it again. I'm not selling my insurance policy because the insurance policy became expensive. I'm holding it until the world offers me an exchange that is too good to ignore. Now, let's make this concrete with a thought experiment. Imagine a future where a decent piece of land can be bought for 1 ounce of gold. Imagine a future where productive farmland is priced in gold ounces, not in constantly changing currency units.
That's right.
Imagine a future where the cost of building materials and labor is repriced, and those with real money can build while others are begging for loans.
Come on now.
In that environment, the sell decision is not about hitting a price target. It's about saying, this ounce now buys me a long-term asset that generates value, so I'm converting stored purchasing power into production. That's the transition. That's the moment. And it may not happen all at once. It may happen in waves, which is why you don't blow out your whole position. You exchange in tranches as ratios become attractive. Now, quick creative side note, because I get asked about this a lot. If you want to hear silver-related success stories, there's a link in the description to another channel that focuses on real people and real outcomes. Give it a look, and if you enjoy that kind of content, subscribe over there too, and see how others have built wealth step by step. All right, back to...
Okay. All right. That I want to say the real John C. That's what's up. And yeah, just to let y'all know, there are a bunch of copycats of his site. And so I would suggest y'all check it out. That's the, I want to make sure we all get the right info. Oh boy, I'm oh, wrong one. All right, so I'm just like really excited about today and where we're going. It says his site is Your John AG. Okay. Look up Your John AG. There's a bunch of different ones that are like that one. Like the Asian guy is how I got turned on to this one. Come to find out that one is also a mimic, but the information is reused. So we're constantly getting his information with a new AI that looks the same. What's the most important part of this? Let's be real about this, family. The message. We gotta stop killing the messenger
Yep.
and calling and forgetting that he came with something. It's time for us to take this next step. I don't know how many of y'all have been stacking gold and silver, and how many of y'all think that it's too late for that. Stop the nonsense. One of the biggest, most important points that he made was it's not about dying with the most precious metal, having to stack the highest and most shiniest metals. It's about knowing how to use them to empower and embolden and strengthen your life. And when.
Yep.
And selling metals for cash is not even the goal.
Not at all.
Sisters
Not
and
at
brothers, let
all.
me tell you something. I got in this game about 7 years ago now. Someone came to me and shared with me that what's going on with the fiat system. And when they shared it with me, it wasn't about belief. It was about recognizing their facts to how life was, the money was working for me. And so we're here to share with you that. I don't sell anything. I'm not a multi-level marketing company. I don't have any, I don't do a trading program. I teach people about wealth processes, mindset shifts, and actual skills with these things. How to use them, how to get them, how to move them, how to store them, how to keep them protected. That's what our platform teaches. That's an education platform. You want to skill, you're going to get a lot of different skills out of this. But you got to build skills. You got to build the education like you did in school. We went from kindergarten to college. We didn't jump into college. I got people being pushed into bot trading here and there. Have you seen how many of these suckers come up? Oh, you're going to get a bot training. In my opinion, that's a nice way of saying you too stupid to figure it out yourself.
Pretty much, that's what happens with the bot. They don't ever the bots don't tell you anything. A bot is nothing more than an algorithmic copy trade.
That's right. And the fact of the matter is who they're copying.
Absolutely.
This can't be a lifestyle. Figuring out how to copy trade. People forget wealth has many different facets to it. It's not going to be a one-shot deal. It's not going to be something that you did this one time that I hit it big. Wrong mentality. That's not wealth. That's why, yes, you being a fiend to fiat and not knowing it. And I hate to say it, we got a bunch of money fiends out here who don't know what wealth look like, showing off large amounts of dollar bills. But my question is show me your property. Show me the project you're working on. Show me what titles you own. Show me. We want to have a conversation. People talk about, oh, look at my car. My question is are you still paying taxes on that? You don't even see. This is the thing. We don't know what wealth really looks like because we still think it's the bling on the outside. Mm-hmm. It's the inside. It's the contract that says ain't nobody own it but me. My name, or should say my name in all caps or whatever. My corporation.
Whatever, one of the things you should realize is the whole idea is to actually be in possession of what you have.
Right.
Not borrowing, not leaning. It should be an asset that you own. Custody. Custody is the word I'm looking for.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, how do you get custody, Miss Ruby? A lot of people come to me, Miss Ruby, but, I ain't got a lot of money. So what? You get started now. I'm teaching people how to use assets. This is why I was so glad I got this video. He explained why we teach you to start with crypto. We teach you to start with crypto because you got little money that you got to build interest on in a short amount of time. You got little money that you could turn into quite a bit of money and then go get real world assets with, because the goal is not the money. Some of y'all are getting crypto and paying your bills. Some of y'all are got crypto and y'all putting it out for little things like food. That's like credit. You don't get credit. I had to learn that the hard way. You don't get credit so you could go pay your bills. You get credit to go access assets. something that'll pay the agreement back. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry because it will revolve as it pays it, so you can get more assets. Crazy, right, Mr. Thomas?
You just got to take your time and realize you actually got to come up with a plan that actually works. And he said something that made all the sense to me, and I was like, wow. For all those people who think that they got to put everything in one shot, he used the term. You got to have two buckets. The core bucket means the one you don't.
I got that.
Touch.
I got that.
The core, and then the tactical one. The one that okay. Now I'm not going to drop it all on trading because there's some tactical moves that don't revolve around trading, but there's some tactical moves that you can do with certain things that make things happen. But you have to figure out what that is for you. And if that tactical move is what you're good at, great. If it's a tactical move and you're not good at it, maybe you should look at something else that you're good at to make that that tactical bucket do what it do. And it's all a mindset. Actually.
I gotta point out, there's a difference between stacking and trading. Let's put it. Yeah, there's a difference between stacking, trading, and investing. You gotta know what you're doing at one time. We are teaching people how to identify these things so they can stop losing large amounts of money. I got people who are scared to bring their kids on because they done got caught out in so many things. They won't get their kids in this education because they're afraid that they're going to end up the butt of their family's joke again. Babe, I'm going to tell you something to everybody. Been there, done that, didn't stop. I will never stop shaking out the system of wealth. I will never stop that because the system of wealth is long term. It's not what I have. It's what it's creating my life to be. It's shifting the core. Okay? It's shifting the core. That's wealth. Money don't shift the core, y'all. Y'all get me? This is why when I have a lot of people, some of my folks is like, oh, they harping on the multi-level marketing. I'm trying to warn y'all off of that stuff. If you're not a marketer, then that's not for you. And it's okay.
Nope.
If you're a marketer, then it's for you. Great, do it. But the end of the line is not the money. That's the one problem I have always had with multi-level marketing companies. They only teach you money. They don't teach you wealth. They don't teach you strategy building other than trying to keep you focused on how they get paid.
They're not in the business of maintaining people's wealth. They're maintaining the next person on, the next person on.
Yeah.
Or, some people call it taproot, some call it team building, whatever you want to call it. That's what they're designed to do.
If that is what you love to do, do it. I am all for it. My only problem is that I need you all to hear the next level. We've been taught, go to work, get a good job, go to school, get a good job, get it, all you were taught how to do, that's the consumer trail. That is the consumer trail. So we're going to show you and we're going to teach you how to get out of the consumer's trail. It's a process. I have a 12-week program because it's a process. You've been trained for how many years of your life? You're not going to get this thing done one class. You came to a overnight or an event and all of a sudden you got this. You're going to have to train yourself. That's why we meet 2 times a week. We have a study hall once a week. Everybody comes. You come after work. What if wealth was the training you did? You didn't go to college to get a new job. You went to a wealth training for 12 weeks of your life. And after work, instead of going to sleep, eating popcorn or eating the worst food on the planet, then on top of that, falling asleep at the television, you sat in and took some notes on a new subject that you learned how to manage for yourself in a class. Practice that after work, 1 hour every day. You started figuring out what to do with this money that you get. Instead of paying the bills off the bat, you got the bills to help pay your bills. You figured out how to. You figured out, you said, oh my God, I paid what to do this? Yeah. See, my problem is that you worried about the price to pay, but you all want the payday, the big payday. Y'all worried about tuition now, but nobody worries about tuition when you got to go to college to teach you get back on that treadmill on another job. That's crazy, in my opinion. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Wait, I really think about this.
To go to get your next level of education that puts you right back on the treadmill, that doesn't have a future, that pays out in a dying finance, a dying product. You guys get cash for those jobs. Anybody getting paid in assets? Oh, no, I've got a 401, this, that, and the other. Yes. And guess what? That's another paper promise that comes from somebody else. If they can get, if they want to give it to you because they've got
Yeah.
custody and you don't. Go ahead, Mr.
Yeah.
Thomas. I know you was going to say something.
I know. I'm just saying, we talked about this last night. All these things with these paper contracts, 401ks, ETFs, they all are subject to how they return the funds, how they return, and they have some of them have age requirements. But I don't want to really. That's not what I'm really want to talk about.
Okay.
What we're talking about is actually having a system in place where you're educated and then put it into action, because that 1 hour a day will actually change how you see the incomes that come across the door. I want you to think about this. If you went to college and one of your classes was, let's say, economics, they tell you how the money works in the system. What if you take that same knowledge and put it into wealth management? And wait, if this works this way, and add that extra, and you're thinking how to build like a wealthy person, and you put it into play the 4 years of college, will you need to go back to work after you get out of college, or will you have created a wealth system that actually transcends the education that you got in college? This is what we're talking to you about in this 12-week program. Transcending what you got and putting it to work, putting the action in place, and we're doing it in 12 weeks. So I want you guys to open up your ears and hear what's being said, and then take action.
Okay, so I don't want to give people the wrong idea.
No.
Our program, okay, so the digital financial literacy program is 12 weeks. The platform has many different education products. We have also different classrooms. We're right now taking on, I'm looking for other advanced courses, because what we teach is the foundation. We teach you to find example. Teach you how to manage advanced operations. So when you go find an opportunity, you don't feel like your level of understanding or your level of awareness or preparedness is not so low. You can't keep up. That's been the biggest problem. I've been around educators that have been teaching trading. They teach liquidity pools. They teach you how to find coins. They teach you how to bank financially. The number of people who stay in those courses, or the ones that actually keep going and they build, and the idea, get this, with education programs, the goal is for you to learn how to maintain finances so you don't have to pay for your courses anymore. The course itself taught you how to get it paid for itself.
Mm-hmm.
If
Absolutely.
if we charge $50 a month and we teach you how to make $200, you coming back to class, ain't you? But if I charge $50 a month, you come to class and don't follow the rules that's getting everybody else that benefit that they paying for, then it's not the course, it's you. And that's why P2G is it's a full circle holistic program. We deal with the person inside. We got to deal with the mindset shift, because you came to us with a mindset that's been programmed for all of the years of your life. I'm not a fool. I don't take this lightly. I told y'all, we don't do mental health. We do mental wellness, because we have to deal with people who are people.
Yep.
Ask any of my students. All right. Ask any of my
students. Come as they are.
It's come as you are with whatever you came with, because we got something for you here so this can shift. But you know what the other thing is? You got to be willing to be family in a different way you don't know about. Most of your family don't call you on the phone. Most of your family don't check on you when you gone. Most of your family, they don't even notice. Most of y'all got all kinds of gripes for reasons. I let y'all know right now. We take the emotion out of the space, deal with what is real, because that's what's creating your life, or the problems therefore. Y'all get that? Does anybody get that? Feeling my love ain't gonna change your situation.
No, that's not it.
The fact of the matter is, what's gonna change your situation is when you feel your love. When you start recognizing that Miss Ruby is about me, you, that is you that is me, becoming your best self in your eyes. One of the things I bring to the table is that you ain't got to make up, you don't have to meet up to anybody else's expectations, including mine. How this goes is how it goes. Everything works. Everything you're shown in class works. The only thing that has to work with it is you.
You gotta
Because
find
once
the
you got
value.
that skill, if I give you skills, then I give you replays, then I give you training, and you still do nothing with it, it's not me or it's not the program. And that's a door you have to walk through. Too many people aren't gonna, and that man started that video. He said he started that video the right way. A lot of people ain't gonna like what I have to say. Some of y'all gonna turn it off. You know why? Because the minute someone tells you that you have to deal with yourself and your habits and the things that you believe and think, you don't want to hear that. So it's okay, because look, wealth is not for everybody. You have to decide if it's for you. I don't get to qualify you. No one else qualify you for poverty. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody qualify you for your struggle. No one said some of y'all gonna struggle. No, they gave you an option. You could stay with what you're normally used to. Stay afraid. Don't ask no questions. Don't push back. Just keep doing it how you're told. Or you can question the process because you want more and ask questions about how the other side lives.
How to get more.
I was asking myself how the other side lives because I'm like, everybody ain't struggling with 2 jobs and a business. How the hell am I struggling? I used to have a group of people. It's like, I got like 2 jobs and a side hustle, but I'm broke all the time. What's going on? I was in that group. I stopped being in that group because I asked questions, and guess what it did? It took me out the group. My questions got answered because I started asking them. Then when I was introduced, that was the other thing. I didn't realize this, but I kind of went with it. I learned to go with the upward flow. I didn't push back on the upward flow. It took me away from the things that were common, that were keeping me down. You're going to have to leave them people. No, you don't got to stop loving them. No, you ain't got to stop caring for them. You may have to stop paying their bills. You understand where I'm coming from? You're going to have to stop loaning them money. You're going to have to stop feeding them. Got me? You're going to have to let them have their moment of realization that you've been protecting them from. Oh, my parents. Let me explain how. Your adult children, you too, boo-boo, it's time to get in the boot. But it's so cold out there. You damn right. Because your kids don't know it's cold. Y'all keep putting a coat on them and boots. They're not kids. They're adults. For those who are not willing to understand that you will be cold and bootless before y'all ever get, and all of y'all together, if one of y'all doesn't secure the bag. And people keep thinking it's the same. No, it's the truth. You are on a sinking ship. Who you taking on? Who can you take on? You sitting here going, my finances. My friend who told me about the kids and stuff, I said, baby girl, you on the right track for the first time. Stop worrying about your kids. It's about handling your business. And I thank you for my sister. If she's watching, I hope my sister understands. I'm thanking you for that. Because you said what I've been you've made me realize that the message is getting there. People are starting to understand you cannot save your family. You can't save adults. Them grown people that you raised, and I don't care how much guilt you have for what you didn't have to give. Get over it and keep it moving. I'm telling you right now, because if nobody got a home, what is the point? For them to jump in, stop. Because guarantee you, when you got stability, and that's the point, that's what wealth is. Wealth is not about money. It never was. It's stability. Systematic stability with your finances. And when you create even a little bit of it, it changes your whole personality. You want to do it again. Savings can become addictive. And people go, oh, I can't do that. Yes, you can. And I love it. Yes, you can and you will.
Yes, you can and you will.
I'm going to tell you right now, I have learned to become addicted to gold, silver, crypto in a way that's positive, healthy, as opposed to becoming addicted to food, dumbing down, and nonsense, drama. I leave drama alone. When drama comes, I cut it off quickly so we can keep moving. My students recently went through a shift Some of them shook right out. I saw the ones that were worried at the platform. We're still going 12 weeks. We're still here. You gave up a scholarship for someone who is dramatic. I don't have that drama anymore. We're still moving. For those who are listening and don't understand, when you have a movement, there is no drama that can tear it up. I told you I do this with purpose. Mr. Thomas.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
my job to let drama get in the way.
You don't have a job if drama's in the way. It's not even a job. We have a mission.
Did I retire from the work world so that I could go and embrace drama? No.
Not in the least.
Healed myself of trauma so that oncoming drama never can penetrate the mission. Make sense?
Perfect.
Everything I do has a control system. That's called wealth systems. That's a wealth thinking. People want to teach people how to get a business, but y'all don't want to teach them how wealth works. Wealth doesn't work around you trying to put yourself back into another job. Wealth, and I don't know if some of y'all seen a repost, wealth is about understanding and really getting how to create opportunities for yourself with resources that you have. That's why we start with crypto. Because how many people have a lot of heavy resources? Mostly no. Most of y'all, and this is so funny because I learned this early on. I got into this wonderful program. Remember the program I got that did the Grameen? And it's I have no problem promoting this program, Grameen Bank. Look it up, Grameen. I loved it. It was a funding program, micro funding for small business owners. I was in the Grameen program, and I was learning. Now I was still teaching this stuff here. Okay, I was just getting started. I was excited. We saved in gold and silver and all kinds of cool stuff. I was excited because I also ran a tech business and I went and got that. I was working. I said I wanted the loan for my business so I could raise my business credit, right? It's the money game, y'all. Raise your business credit. You have more assets to work with. You got more access to assets to work with. That's system, y'all. But what happened with me was I started to discover what the true learning and the true teaching of the Grameen program was. It was to teach us to take funding that we all acquired, that were acquired for us to learn these new skills, right? New skills about how to run your business, marketing, all kinds of stuff. We came together. My loan paid for my business. I paid it off in small increments. It was 4%. The loan got paid back with 4%. I don't know if y'all understand. That's only 4 cents off the dollar.
Yeah.
Wow. You ain't getting that many.
Better than a credit card.
Yes. And it wasn't revolving. It broke down. Big difference. You got to understand the difference in loans. Miss Ruby, you trying to get us in debt. You damn right. I want you in the right kind of debt. I want you to understand that debt's it's not a 4-letter word. What should be a 4-letter word is ignorance. You should be required to learn how to build wealth before you can take a loan, but you're not. You're taught how to keep debt going and how to pay high interest in a revolving process.
They're teaching you how to stay a consumer. That's all it is.
I was trying to tell you, we have a conversation or free conversation on Wednesdays that changes that for you. Anybody can come. Okay. Small businesses, y'all need to be in the conversation because y'all need to be knowing what to do. Y'all need to know how to keep your finances going and how not to keep running back to a bank for higher debt and taking on debt and messing up your credit. Come on now. You need to have assets to back you up so that the next time you need to make a loan, you got something that they'll go, oh, okay, collateral.
Banks are in the business of keeping you in that circular mindset. You need us. You need us.
Right. That's it. They want them. You need us. They want you to need them. You know what the problem is? You need them at a high rate of your future finances. You don't need them that way. So new conversation could change the game, couldn't it?
Just a sidebar, babe. I just wish we could show that video that we showed the other day. The one about the guy with the car, the $1 million car.
Okay. So for those who would like to see that, we invite you to come into our P2G network community. You are welcome to hop on. We have a Facebook group. We have, it's so interesting. We have a Facebook group, we got a Telegram, and we have WhatsApp groups.
Yep.
Right now, we're compiling everyone together. Come to the website, sign up for a free membership, please. The website has free membership for community. You should be on platforms like this. You should be on Wednesday nights for free and on Sunday nights for free. It's time to educate yourself on a consistent basis with the kind of, a focus. I'm not here to brainwash you. I'm here for you to get enough that you can wash your brain and program yourself the way you want to. The information I give leads to other places. So that's what we're trying to do. Open you guys up and then offer you some structure. Okay. We're going to offer you some structure because too many of y'all out here trying to figure it out on your own. I didn't have to do this on my own. I still don't. There's a large community. I tell people all the time, there's a large community of people who are trying to make sure we come in. P2G is an umbrella for that. P2G is bringing everybody home so that we can stay connected to the information however you like it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I don't have no enemies out there. I just let folks know if you can't manage a contract, you can't be on the network. Y'all get that? Because we got to do things official. If you can't manage a if you can't even manage a conversation, then I can't really work with you. And I let folks know you're not ready for real business. This is a real movement. So I let folks know if I invite you in, trust and believe the conversation is meant for movement. But we're going to come to an agreement on paper and everybody will write together. We write agreements together. I don't have things I put on folks. We're building a network. So we need everyone to be involved. Even the free members are important because you're coming in the door with who and what you are. Your network comes with you. Y'all get that? You have value. And we're teaching you all that your data is huge value. I can't wait till everybody comes to the masterclass cleaning up your Google. This month, I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it. It's coming to the end of the month. I want to do it probably the last day of the month. We're gonna promote January masterclass. I was gonna skip and just do February, but I'm gonna try to do this for this month because I want everybody cleaned up. AI should not run your life. So what we're gonna do is a masterclass on how to clean up your AI footprint. How many people do that?
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing in itself.
Get that done. Because I don't know if you know that Gmail it already allows AI and you need the steps to turn it off. So let's go. Not just Gmail. I'm talking about how to control your AI from controlling your content you're creating with it. Let's get it popping. We teach cyber safety in this platform. That becomes you're getting that as part of your 12 weeks, guys. That's our paid platform. Those who are part of that membership is fine. But you got options you never had before. And go to P2G, sign up, and stay connected. How about that? How about just stay in a community? Come to events that are for you. A conversation that changes what you're up to. And one of the things we want to do is make sure we give love and appreciation to the people in our space and let y'all know what's coming up next. So we got, my girl, Miss Lulu. Shonda LS, what's up, baby? Shonda.
Hey, Lulu.
Girl. And I hope that I hope you all make it. That masterclass, I do masterclasses and it's a donation to the platform because what we're doing right now, we're working with making sure that the members get what they need. And that's not free. I'll let y'all know it's not free. Even though your platform membership is free, it's not free to produce. We support the community. And so when we do those masterclasses, those step-by-steps that you come in for a couple of hours and work with us, and I work with you, we are not playing games, okay? And you have a requirement to give back to the community you get from. That's all we ever ask. It's always to contribute to where you're at. Looking forward to it. So all the dates will go out within the next few shows. As a matter of fact, if you go on P2G today, the date itself will be up with a link to get to donate. Just letting y'all know right now, sometimes we use Cash App. That is us. It's always going to be a P2G link. Comes right off the website. You can do it that way, or you can, and guess what? I'm learning from my students. We will also accept crypto donations. You can also donate cryptocurrency. Y'all get that? Why? Because it's about the community, peer to peer, you to me, me to you, and the community growing.
Keep it flowing.
That's what I'm talking about. So let's go. Now we got some folks out here on the stereo land making it happen. I got some folks or we got some folks also on Clapper out here. Thank you, Clapper. How y'all doing? We got Brother Black Casper, the warrior in this house. Chemistry. That's what I'm talking about. Then we got D Karma Sutra D Tantric. That's my bro. I'll tell you, all my brothers in this house. Sister Shelby in the house. That's what's up. I didn't know if you wanted to come up or not. I didn't get your bubble. And I thought it was medicine. Loving that fro, bro. Loving that fro. I'm digging it. We got multiple streaming going on here, and I'm so proud of everybody who's tapping in. I really am, because this information is not something we're talking about in our neighborhood, but you are now. Remember that. You are now. You be the one. Because when it comes to whether you're broke or you're wealthy, it's going to have to be you be the one. That's the only one that's going to make it happen. Not your family, not your kids. Not I'm going to go get my Been there, done that. It's a waste of time. It's time for you to start hitting the ground running. And guess what? Sometimes it's not going to be pretty. But guess what? We've been there too. It's never pretty when you got to look at you. When you got to deal with who you've been being. Like I said, this information has always worked. That's why it's over 8 years old in my life. You know what I'm saying? This class itself is 5 years old. It's only evolved. The difference is the people and what they do with it. Folks, I'm not teaching y'all how to come up real quick. I'm teaching you how to make it last a long period of time. Folks tell me I give too much for free. Well, Sweet Pea, that means y'all are getting that. All that means is y'all are getting a lot from it.
You're getting the value.
That was a whole time building it. That's right. So we got a couple of bubbles. Let's go.
I heard them.
All right, hold on.
Go Banker.
Woo!
How you doing? Miss Ruby?
D-Karma.
That's you. What's happening with your mommy? Hello. What's up, Shelby? I hope everybody's good.
Yes.
I ain't gonna be like that. What's up, BC Warrior? I hope everything's good. Pay it forward Friday. Sliding up in here, I'm getting ready to load, so I'll be back.
Okay, baby. He came back too. So this is Brother Black Casper.
Hey, good morning, Miss Thomas, Mr. Thomas.
The messages, y'all. Thank you.
Wednesday, y'all made a lot of people didn't make it. This BC Black Casper. I'm out here on the streets of Stereo and Clappers for this Wednesday. Hope you're having a great, wonderful day. Y'all made it. A lot of people didn't make it out here in Iowa. I hope you're having a great day, though. Just listen to the Cherishes and Clappers. Much love, Miss Thomas and Mr. Thomas.
Thank you, bro.
Have a wonderful, positive, and get rid of that negative. No negative.
Got that right, baby.
Positive day. Let's have a positive day every day. As long as you wake up. Much love, Miss Thomas and Mr. Thomas.
And that's what I was saying. That we create positivity everywhere we go. I wake up in the morning. And I think my biggest issue is, are you doing the right thing today? You know, what are you doing today? Not, oh my God, if my bills paid, did I get the check? Did the money come in? I took care of that. It did. And if it didn't, I take care of that too. See, guys, I need us to understand that we don't realize that the biggest thing, the biggest worry on our mind is our finances. You know what? Most people say, you think we talk about money too much. No, you talk about money too much. It just doesn't sound like it. It sounds like, oh man, I gotta do these extra hours. Oh man, I gotta go to my daughter's this, that, and the other, and I gotta get this. And oh God, this such and such price went up. How am I gonna get this done? That's what it sounds like. That's the conversation around money. Because you can't control your time. You don't have a control over your time, your space, nothing that you do. You don't live where you want to live. You don't live how you want to live. You don't get to spend time with your family. Something happened, you got to juggle and get permission to go handle your family. God forbid something happened to you. Now you got to make arrangements to stay alive while you can't work. Because you didn't make sure you took care of that. And remember, this gentleman talked about insurance. That's what your savings is. That's what gold, silver, crypto really means. It means that you never have to ask nobody for anything.
That is a strong word. It's funny. They would say insurance ain't good until you need it, but no one wants it.
And I hate to say
Get this insurance. Trust me, this is well worth it.
See, that's the thing. Insurance looks like many different things to people.
Excuse me.
Y'all, I had $150,000 come up with my first insurance policy for $34 a month. I'm sorry, forgive me. I was paying at the time $28 a month. 10-year policy. How do you have a $150,000 come up for something like less than $30 a month? I'm not selling you. I don't sell life insurance, just to let y'all know. I have people for that. Thank you. But I tell you right now, if this sister go, my husband doesn't have to worry because I'm secured that. Oh, but Miss Ruby, I don't have that $30 a month. And that means you need to be doing this process, helping your money pay for itself, because that bill stays paid. Hell yeah, I'm gonna pay 10. Now it's what you call it? We got $250,000. Y'all get that? Negotiable. Because if I have, say I need to leverage that policy, I can. Who wouldn't pay less than $40 a month for something they can leverage at hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Absolutely.
All I have to do is sign over the policy. Baby, y'all missing the point. That's called strategy. You would rather go to the movies or go get your nails done or go get your hair cut by somebody else for more than a policy than live now on something that you think is only meant for your death. That is not the case. You have so many options. Like I told you, we're not all about money. We're about strategy, building assets, systems, teaching you to retrain your brain to new habits. Retrain your brain around the thing that has been worrying it the most. How would you like to wake up, take a deep breath, and just go, I love it. What am I doing? And be excited to go to work. Because come payday, you know you're about to flip it. Well, how many of y'all can give yourselves a raise without this strenuous, got to go talk to somebody, talk them into making a payment of different, that, and the other, and check on this one? I don't have time for that. I'm building a business. I'm building the empire that is Thomas. And that is P2G, Thomas under P2G. What's your empire called? That's what we need to talk about, y'all. That's why Wednesday nights are free. Wednesday nights are when you come in. How many of y'all put Wednesday nights, since y'all heard about this, put Wednesday nights events, go to the site, sign up for the Wednesday link and come? Because I know who I see show up. I see the same people show up. I open up the room, and I'm waiting to find out who ready to have this money conversation, or y'all worried or scared I'm going to try to sell you something. In the end, if you don't want something, it's okay. Come back. We're going to talk. We're going to ask questions. We're going to do research. We're going to get work done. You know why? Because I need the real community to come out. You don't need
a conversation to be had.
Yeah. I'm not here for multi-level marketing. I got you. I don't have a presentation. You already got a life problem. I don't have to create an answer to something you already got. We got a conversation for it. Y'all get the difference? How many people get free coaching? Nobody? I do. Because you got to seek mentors. People who are mentors are willing to mentor. Any mentor that's going to pay you, that you need to pay to be mentored, not a mentor. That's a service. I don't need that. You want to talk to me? You got to pay this, that, and the other. Okay. I got a platform. Y'all come on Wednesdays and we have a conversation. New information. You need new way. You guys don't need me to tell you anything. You need me to lead you to where you need to go. You need me to point you in a direction. That's it. Point you in a direction. And don't forget to come back around, because if you think you're going to eat forever on that, there's some missing pieces. I had to learn that. I used to try to take people's program for free and go figure it all out. Good luck with that.
That's a longer road that you got to come back to start again.
That's how when people try, they go, "Oh, I don't have no dollars. I don't have no cents." No, you broke for a reason. It's because you keep trying to run on the free instead of sticking with the community of information. Listening. Sometimes that fly on the wall gets way more. I could tell you it has brought me, I've got many a come ups because I just decided to be in a community and be active and, hey, how you doing? Checking in on folks, seeing how things, then information. People are willing to share when you're willing to show up. That's what I've learned about being part of the crypto community, the wealth building community. Everybody's not charging you for everything, but you got to be willing to connect. And I want to let you all know something. You also got to learn how to budget your time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just discovered, and this is the last message before we get ready to go. We're at the top of the hour. I want you also to know that we have some major shows coming up. I'm really excited. Like I said, we have every weekend, we do a Sunday. It's called Status Correction Introduction. And for that, for some of y'all to know what that is, we do Status Correction Introduction. I don't sell anything. It's more information. We sit down and we come together to understand about trust, to understand about debt, how the financial system works. Also, the responsibilities that you take on when you want to free yourself, when you call yourself free. You know what I'm saying? Call yourself free. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, with that Sunday, we invite you to Sunday night. Again, go sign up on the website. Same thing. P2GNetworks.com is up there. The band is there, P2G Network. And if you, depending on your platform you're on, click the button above our head. Just go on and click it. All right? Because the fact of the matter is that it's getting tight. This ain't changing. We told you. We are actually exposing you to what you're seeing. And
this is what's going on.
So just to give a heads up, we also have a sister watching y'all listen to the video of y'all. Listen, let me just show you the video picture of our Wednesday guests. Every Wednesday we do Work It Out Wednesdays for the show, for this show. We have Wednesday nights, but in the daytime, in the morning, y'all know we do this show. It's called Work It Out Wednesday. And this week we got the BK Bruja Laughs. This young lady is truly a shaman. And I'm telling you, the work that she does is real. I'm gonna be honest, I've never gone in with the whole past lives, what's going on, ancestry. I've known about it, but I never really took it on myself. But this sister actually has a ministry that is ridiculous. This is a shaman that'll turn you into a conduit for whatever it is you're seeking. She's helped me shake out people, places, things, energies that were really set. I mean, I told y'all I don't do drama. I can't even, it's not that I can't tolerate it. It just kind of rolls off of me because I see it when it's coming. And I let it play out. I don't try to avoid it. I walk through. I'm consistently going through. And I got to say, my sisters and brothers in this shaman, in this energy space, changed the world about how that comes down. Because it's not about the sight. It's about the insight I get to take away with me. And that's something we're going to bring to you on Wednesday. She's going to be, I'm hoping to have her do one of her breath exercises. So be on, because I want to do some activity. I read stuff that really help you open up. I'm hoping I can get her to, she's pretty giving. That's one of the things I like. She's pretty giving, and she'll let you know what she does and how she does it and what she's up to. Because we're in the same vein of moving forward.
I can't wait.
You're going to see her and her products and her programs and on the P2G website. I'm loving it. So this young lady is the BK Bruja Laughs. She's going to be, and yes, she's from Brooklyn, y'all. That's a Brooklyn chick. New York in the house, and I love it. And I'm glad I'm finding people because everybody's all over the world. They're always so spread out from us. So we get to actually have her not in our studio, but she'll be in studio with us. And want you guys to come show some love. Come ready to do something and have some fun, because I like it. When she's there, we got a lot of energy. She's been on other shows that we produced. Now with that also, want to share with you guys that our fear keeps us from getting to the next thing. You're going to have to experience loss and come back better in a freer space. You're going to have to move forward. People go fearless. No, you're going to have to move forward with your fear. You have to move forward with your fear. For it to be removed, it's got to be moved with you. You can't run every time something happened. Wealth is not going to show up at your door. You're going to make losses. And every loss, there is no loss that will kill you or take you out. If you are gambling, that loss will feel as though it will take you out.
And you still stand.
But we tell you, right off the bat. We don't gamble. We watch out for that mentality. And we make sure that our community is moving forward healthily. I thank you all. If you would like to connect with us, just go to the website. I'm looking for messages for people who, to reach out to me. If you want to connect directly, my website has a bot, and that bot really is just a text bot. It'll just send me a message from you. So let's talk and see what's going down. If you would like your business to be on our show, definitely connect through the bot. We'll bring you in for a Work It Out Wednesday. After, of course, checking out your company and seeing if we connect and vibe. Also, in a few weeks, we'll probably be offering some marketing spots for those who would like to share their product or market their product on the website. Reach out to us. Let's go. Not just on the website, but on the show. I'll see you soon. I love you much. Hey, Goob, we see you, baby. I see some folks. Oh, hey, saludados, sister. We got Orlinella. How are you doing? We have Estrelita Marie too. I got some folks that really have been hanging in here with us on Clapper. Thank you so much for being in with us. We love you intensely. We do this as a labor of love for all of you, for our community. We're looking for you. We're that table you come to that you may not get at home. And even if you do, it'll take your home conversation to the next level. And that's what the whole.
Yes, indeed.
We'll see you soon. We love you much. Stay connected and see you in class.
Hey, Miss Hilda, how are you? See you there.
Grand Rising, Miss Hilda. Let's go. Students in the house too. Hold up. So we got a little something. I got a little commercial for y'all. Let's do it.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you for being
Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday.